This is the team of Tanalian Aviation. Every day they risk everything. Alaska's treacherous terrain and wicked weather make this the world's most dangerous place to fly. These are the tales of Alaska's ultimate bush pilots. Alaska's wild beauty is breathtaking in every season. But during summer, people flock to the state, many wanting to experience the last frontier from the air.
Thank you for calling Tanalian Aviation. This is Carrie. How may I help you?
Tanalian's manager, Carrie Irwin, sees a 75% jump in business June through August.
Summer months are very busy for Tanalian because we have our tourist season. Everybody wants to go out on trips. Land of the midnight sun. You play almost all day long. How many people are looking at going? All right, I'm going to touch base with my pilot, and we look forward to seeing you in a few hours. We just had a phone call come in, have clients that want to go out paragliding. All my pilots are currently out fishing at the moment, so need to figure out a way to make both things happen.
Taking a much-deserved break, Joe, Mark, and Josiah are fishing at Talkeetna Lake, about 40 miles northeast of Anchorage.
Alaska has, I think, the most exciting and widest variety of fishing hub anywhere in the world.
Alaska's an angler's dream come true. The state's rivers are home to 5 different species of salmon. Freshwater lakes are filled with 6-foot pike, and 100-pound halibut are often snagged in the ocean waters. 300 non-resident fishing licenses are issued annually, bringing almost $13 million into the state's economy.
Okay, $100 for the first fish.
$100 for the first fish.
Okay. I did get a bite.
Does a leaf count as winning the contest? My phone just vibrated. Should I check it?
No!
All right, I got a text from Carrie here.
All right.
She says a couple guys want to go paragliding.
We're fishing.
She says, should we fish or make money?
One of those.
I think fish. Nah, make money.
Yeah, we do.
Paragliders jump from cliffs wearing steerable parachutes. They fly below the clouds propelled by wind power. The sport, invented in the 1960s, resembles hang gliding.
Hey guys.
Hi, Josiah.
Ready to go paragliding?
Yeah, definitely.
Typically, paragliders hike to their launch spot. But today, Joe and Monty are seeking a more extreme adventure.
I think with the helicopter, it's going to give us a really unique opportunity to scout out some pretty fun new sites. One of the things we'll be a little bit concerned about is if we get some big cumulus clouds.
We can see them from here kind of starting to build over that way. Cumulus clouds, as they get bigger and bigger, there comes a point where there's too much activity, wind shear, turbulence. They can hold hail, all kinds of terrible things.
Okay, everybody ready? Yep.
Ready.
The guys are heading to Moose Creek Valley in the Talkeetna Mountain Range, about 40 miles northeast of Anchorage.
We'll be in the big mountains, and there's nothing around there. So we just want to make no mistakes out there, and we got to be on our A game.
Aviators avoid danger when they fly, but Chief Pilot Mark Barker has spent most of his life embracing emergencies.
My first career and probably my first love was a firefighter. So there's a group of 4 of us that manage and run the Alaska Fallen Firefighter Memorial.
Because of Alaska's size and remoteness, fires are commonly fought from the air.
99% of all of the wildland fires are fought with aircraft, and about half of the firefighter deaths on the memorial are pilots that were engaged in firefighting. One that sticks out in my mind, the DC-3, a large DC-3 firefighting aircraft was taking off from McGrath Many of the residents of McGrath saw the airplane take off, they saw it start to climb into the air, and for whatever reason, it then nosedived down.
Because of Alaska's immense size and rugged terrain, wildfires are often fought from the skies. So, many of the state's firefighters are pilots that battle the infernos from above.
There's no roads in Alaska. There's just no way to get to these locations. So there is actually a very close tie between Alaskan aviation and firefighting.
Mixing two of the most dangerous jobs in the world can be a recipe for disaster.
Large DC-3 firefighting aircraft was taking off, and on takeoff, either an engine failed or they were overloaded, and for whatever reason, it then nosedived down and crashed. There was 27 people on board the aircraft. 4 people died in the incident. It was a number of years ago, and safety and investigations and finding out what went wrong was just not at the level that it is now. So we will never know to this day what could have happened, and maybe that's the big tragedy of it all, because we aren't able to then make changes so that it never happens again.
Safety is first and foremost in Josiah's mind as he transports paragliders into the Alaskan backcountry.
Okay guys, it looks like a good spot in here.
Great.
See what the wind's doing up in here.
They're searching the Talkeetna Range for a takeoff and landing zone with low wind.
Anything over 15 miles an hour, the risk factor does go up. Because your wing is soft, it's not a rigid wing, it can cause the wing to partially collapse. How's the wind speed looking?
25 knots right there, guys.
Really?
Yep.
25 knots.
Yep, I just got a huge gust.
Oh my gosh, let's go down.
Yeah, we're not flying at 25.
It's too windy.
Wind speeds are typically slower closer to the ground. So Josiah drops down to 5,000 feet.
Are you more concerned with downdrafts than updrafts?
Both, but
Yeah.
mostly updrafts.
Okay.
You just don't want to get sucked up into a big cloud.
Yeah.
Big cumulus clouds that form over the mountains is basically a sign of a lot of lift, and they can actually suck you up into the cloud, which is really dangerous. We're seeing some cumulus clouds that are starting to build over the Talkeetnas. Yeah, they're looking big already. We'll just have to keep an eye out for overdevelopment. Paragliding really is an inherently dangerous sport, and we try to do whatever we can to minimize the risk, but people do die paragliding.
While some visit Alaska for extreme adventure, others come to strike it rich.
In Alaska, people can claim ground to look for gold by staking it for free. There's people making serious money up here.
Today, Mark and Joel are staking a claim for a small mining company. They'll fly to the coordinates and from the air, drop numbered rebar stakes to mark the claim.
It's sort of like a big kid's version of playing darts.
How come the boss gets the noise-canceling headset? That's what I want to know.
Because he's so cool.
Oh, okay.
Mark and Joel are headed 270 miles northwest of Anchorage to the Iditarod Goldfields, an area rich in mining history.
Both Iditarod and Flat were mining areas back in the 30s and 40s, and quite a bit of gold was taken out of there. With technology now, a lot of the geologists have found new places that they can get gold out of.
It is right on our left there.
Okay.
Mark and Joel land close to the coordinates and prep the stakes.
I'll put the ribbons on. You can just do the claim stake.
Putting together the rods is a simple process. The tricky part, dropping them out of a moving helicopter from 300 feet up.
This is the part right here that I'm glad I'm flying, and I'm glad you're back there, because I would be dying.
When we're doing the claim staking, Joel's having to hang out the back of the helicopter. I wish I could do it, but I can't do it. I have a hideous fear of heights. My joke is I get scared standing on a thick rug.
I didn't sleep at all last night.
I would have made you sit back here and do it, except that I know you would have quit. I can't have that.
I would have quit.
He has a phobia.
Here we go, getting ready to pick up.
Hey, there's a moose.
Oh, very good.
So if I drop this on that moose down there, Mark, would that be a mistake?
That would be a moose steak. That would be a very good moose steak.
All right, I'm swinging out. I'm
Okay.
watching my GPS and listening to you.
Okay.
Wow, this is freaky, man.
You got number 9?
I got number 9.
Okay, we're coming in on number 9. Okay, there's 300 feet out.
300.
There's 200.
200, gotcha, getting in position.
Pulling up to a stop. 3, 2, 1, drop.
Oh, I hit the skid.
3, 2, 1, drop.
Mark and Joel are staking a claim at the Iditarod Goldfields.
Oh, I hit the skid, man. Darn it. Ah, we way missed it.
Ah, shoot.
Let's go back around.
Okay, coming around. 3, 2, 1, drop.
Bombs away. Yeah, man, it's stuck.
Okay, coming up on 8, and 3, 2, 1, now.
Got it.
Just as they get into a rhythm of hitting the target, Mother Nature makes them a target.
Okay, shoot, the wind's pushing me around. Just a minute.
Whoa.
Man alive. Oh, this is killing me.
Wow,
Shoot.
man. Turbulence can throw you. So I'm always aware of the potential to slip out.
It's weird, the wind is just whipping around all different directions down there.
It's probably from that big cumulus right there. Cumulonimbus is like a vacuum cleaner. On this side of it, it's pulling the wind this way. On that side of it, it's pulling the wind this way. So there's these localized winds that can really be swirling.
Man alive, I got a gust killing me here. Shoot.
That doesn't feel good. That made me feel like I was gonna fall out.
It's weird, I got a 90-degree crosswind there. Let me try to come at it from an angle, then I'll be dead into the wind.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm coming up on 7, swinging into position.
Stay on your line, stay on your line.
Okay,
Straight ahead, straight ahead, straight ahead.
and I got the line.
3, 2, 1, and here we go. Yeah, got it. Beautiful, man.
Oh,
we
man.
got it. That's the best one yet.
Woo!
Hanging out of the helicopter made me feel alive. You're living in the moment. You're not thinking about yesterday or tomorrow. You're thinking about right now. Right now.
I'm the king of the world!
This is something that people don't get to do really anywhere else.
Good job of flying, Mark. That was great.
Man, that was cool.
300 miles northeast, Josiah and his paragliders are dealing with the same unpredictable wind.
I'm feeling some thermal activity already here in the
They're searching the Talkeetna Range for a good launching point.
We'll just circle here, gaining altitude, and see what it's like once we get up in here. Challenges for me are going to be to get them in a good spot up in the mountains. The drop-off is going to be the tricky part. What are you looking at?
What about this snowfield over here? Top of that. Be a great launch spot, and we could fly all the way down into the green down there.
Okay, if we pick a spot with snow and it's in the shadows, we'll have to really watch out for the flat light up there.
Flat light occurs in snow-covered areas when skies are overcast. The condition might affect Josiah's depth perception, and he could crash.
A lot of variables on the landing zone on this one, so we just want to make no mistakes out there. Looking at this saddle, this flat spot just above just up from that little cornice, that little roll over there.
Yeah, okay. If you feel good about that, I think that'd be a really stunning place to fly. Holy moly, look at that.
I think I'm going to circle around and get right up on top of this ridge line before I try making an approach in there.
Yeah, that's in the shadow, so that cloud is right over the top.
Uh-huh. You can see it, they're just lined up.
Yep.
The good news? Cumulus clouds form and dissipate quickly. And as the group gets closer to the potential launch site, blue skies break through.
I see some shadows, so I'm gonna see if I can get in here on this saddle.
As we get closer, it's looking a little bit better, Monty.
Yeah, these clouds look actually pretty good, I think. Good sign of thermal activity, but nothing too wild yet.
Not too tight for you?
I think it's good. Plenty of room. You're on the snow, so nothing gets snagged. Wow. Right on, we made it.
All right.
If you guys want to hop out and start doing your thing,
Sounds good.
and then I'll meet you at the bottom.
Okay, that sounds great.
The drop-off is complete. Josiah must now race down to the landing zone, where he'll communicate via radio with Joe and Monty.
Holy moly, Monty. This is amazing.
Paragliding, there is an element of danger. I guess I've never done any activity where you feel as exposed as you do. When you're up there in the air by yourself underneath this wing and getting tossed around by some turbulence, you feel like you are very vulnerable.
We've got this big cumulus cloud above us, which is going to be lifty, so we have to really be careful. You just don't want to get sucked up into the cloud.
Don't forget to check your reserve.
I still do get the butterflies when I'm at a launch site, especially if it's a new launch site and the conditions aren't perfect.
How you looking, Joe?
I think good. I'm feeling a little something here, Monty.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, we're feeling it here.
Here we go. You got it, Joe. You're looking good. There we go. Got it, Joe. You're looking good.
Paragliders Joe and Monty are about to launch off a 5,000-foot peak in the Talkeetna mountain range.
Feeling good.
But large clouds and high winds may make the flight turbulent and dangerous.
Little thermic. Right after launch, I could tell it was going to be a little bit raucous. And so I wound up taking a little bit of a collapse.
Wing collapse occurs when turbulence causes the parachute to invert.
But it went right back out very quickly. Ow! It's good, Monty! Did you see that 25% collapse I took?
Oh, you got some turbulence out, some shear?
Yeah, I bought a valley wind.
Jeez.
When you're seeing a paraglider in the air, oftentimes you're just seeing, well, it looks like they're just floating around, but they're actually active piloting the whole time. And when you have raucous wind like we had today, you're really on edge quite a bit.
Yeah, it was rocking and rolling out of the chute there.
Yeah, that looked like you sunk pretty good.
Pretty smooth here in the valley.
Cool. Looks like you're soaring.
It looks like Joe's catching some nice lift off the east ridge there. We might be able to make it up a little higher and have a little bit longer flight.
Nice.
Woo-hoo! Oh, you're catching some beautiful thermals, man. Woo-hoo! Yeah, there's a climb.
Josiah, how's it looking on the ground in terms of wind speed right now?
I feel like I got about 8 to 12 knots and a couple little puffs that are maybe up to 15 right here.
Okay, we'll try and land, but we may have difficulty penetrating.
Copy that.
I think I'm gonna make my way into the middle of the valley and go for a landing here soon.
Okay, I got my eyes on you. I'll be watching. Seeing them work their way into this little landing spot is cool because I know what it takes to get a helicopter in a spot like this, but I've got power. I can abort the landing. I can pick a different spot. They're totally powerless gliding in, just working the wind in their wings. So it's a trick to get in a spot like this.
Coming in hot.
Just let me know when you're down. I kind of lost sight of you behind the trees there.
Okay, we're both down. I just landed right behind Monty's. Hey, sounds good. I'll head your way.
All right.
Yeah,
How was it?
It's awesome.
Right on.
Thanks. It was really good.
Right
Yeah,
on.
thank you so much.
Yeah, cool.
It's awesome.
You know, we really enjoy the outdoors up here in Alaska. We feel very blessed that we get to live up here in such a majestic place. And then to have a day when we have access to a helicopter to play up here is amazing.
I doubt anybody's jumped from there before.
I don't think anybody's jumped from there before. Definitely
Nice.
not. It was
Cool.
a great day.
Yeah, right
yeah,
on.
Super awesome.
Let's get out of here.
Thank you, Josiah.
This job is so cool because there's such a huge variety in the kind of flights we do. Everything from salvage work to tourists, photo flights, heli boarding. It's just amazing out here.